Hi everyone, I'm Lara. I'm a career coach. Today I'm going to walk you through a few questions that typically get asked in an interview and how to exactly answer them so that you sound professional and you sound right for the job. Now the first question, which is very common, is tell me a little bit about yourself. Now wait a minute, I'm going to tell you this is not about a personal question. It's not about how many family members you have in your household, what kind of pets you have, what do you do in your spare time. It's none of that. It's what do you bring to the table that can benefit the company. So it's a little bit of a trick question. So what they want to know is what professional things have you done that's going to impact this job? If you don't have a professional background, what type of things are you bringing to the table? For example, have you worked in this career or this company for many years? What that shows is dedication. Are you fresh out of school? What type of education do you have? What can you do to benefit this company? So you want to make sure that you're very specific. So for an example, tell me a little bit about yourself. So what I would say is I bring over 15 years of experience in HR, mentoring, career setting, goals, mentoring individuals on how to get to their job, and how I can impact is by bringing my skills and my knowledge and doing so for your company and bringing the level of experience up a notch. So do you see how I kind of answered that? So you just need to look at what really you can do to benefit the company. Okay, let's get into the second question. Why do you want to work for this company? What you want to do here is do some research about the company. Look at their vision, what type of things have they done, some of the awards that they've won, things that really appeal to you, and what skills can you bring to them. What you don't want to say is things like, I live nearby, a friend told me about this job, I like the hours. Those are not professional things that you want to say, regardless of what type of industry or job that you're in. What you want to talk about is what skills you can bring forward and how you can grow within that company and the opportunities that you will get from there. For example, I would like to work at this company because I bring the type of skills where I am an individual contributor and I work really well on projects or things of that nature. Because you've researched and that company has a lot of project work and they make sure that people are working independently, for example, maybe working from home, and they need to make sure that everybody is efficient and self-managed. So that's something that you can kind of bring to the table. Okay, let's tie into the next question. What do you know about the company? Now, they're asking you this because they want to make sure that you actually research the company and that you understand what their vision is, again, about what they're looking for. Nobody wants to hire somebody who's lazy and hasn't done their research. Show them that you've looked up what their wins are, things that they've been recognized for. If that's something that you have experience in, for example, if you've won awards or have accolades on customer service or big projects that you've done, bring those forward. That's when you can highlight those skills and show that employer they really need you and they will win by hiring you. Do you see how we kind of tied that in? Now I have a bonus question to share with you. Now this question ties into any type of industry, whether you're professional industry, working in an office, working on the front lines, working in a warehouse, anything like that. One of the questions that sometimes an employer asks, and really it's just they want to see how committed you are. Now they're going to ask you, how do you feel about working overtime or outside of regular hours? How do you feel about that? Now that really is about how you're going to present yourself in the body language and the response. For example, if you're working in a warehouse or shift work, they're going to ask you, how do you feel about overtime? So there's two ways you can answer that. First example, yeah, that's okay. I don't mind overtime. Now see, that person is not going to want to hire you. But if you answer it in this example, overtime, absolutely, I'm willing to do that. So do you see how there was two different ways of answering that? You can also say, absolutely, I don't mind working overtime. I'm happy to do that. I'm flexible. So you want to say things like that show the positivity, show them that you're willing to do that work so that they can hire you. And then anybody who doesn't want to do that is not going to get the job. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please make sure you subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell so that you know every time I post a new video. I can't wait to hear your feedback. Please make sure you comment below if there's anything that you want me to elaborate on or talk about in the next video. I'm happy to do so. Thanks, and we'll see you soon.